The Indian Pueblo Culture Center presents Pueblo in Focus. Join us for Pueblo Talk, food, history, art, and more. Hosted by Jeremy Felipe from Acoma and Jemez Pueblos. Experience Pueblo, experience history. We are New Mexico. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Meta.
Okay, welcome to the Pueblo in Focus podcast. This is Jeremy Felipe. I'm your host. I'm from Acoma and Jemez Pueblos, and I'm talking here with Monique Silva.
Hi, I am Monique Silva. I am the Director of Guest Experience here at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, and I am from the Pueblo of Isleta.
And how long have you worked here?
So I have been here about 5 years. I left for 3 months, but I still count it as 5 years just because it was just a little break. But.
So we're going to talk about American Indian Week that's coming up. Tell us what American Indian Week is and all the exciting things that go on during that week.
Yes, so we're super excited. Every year we have American Indian Week, and that also includes our Spring Arts Market. This week is for everyone to come and visit the center to experience the Pueblo culture that we have here at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. We have dances all week long from many groups, starting this year, April 22nd, which is a Tuesday.
And it's also Earth Day.
Yes, it is. And I know that our librarian and a couple of our volunteers have a wonderful experience this year for some the students. We have Student Day on Tuesday, April 22nd and 23rd. As I was mentioning, the library and some of our volunteers do have a experience lined up for the kiddos to come, and they'll have, I believe, seats for the kiddos to align with Earth Day. So it'll be a good thing too for the kids to come and experience.
So American Indian Week kind of aligns with Gathering of Nations. It's a separate event, but we know a lot of natives are in town for that, for the Pow-Wow. And this is the Cultural Center's kind of way of hosting our own event offsite to give people an alternative to come and visit?
Yeah, so we have always aligned it with the Gathering of Nations, just so whoever is visiting from all over the U.S., Canada, all over the world really, can experience the Gathering of Nations, which is different from what we host here, which is the Pueblo dances. So it aligns well with that. I know their activities are later out on the day and later on. So during beginning of the week, we have our host dances. We have artists here. We have, of course, the Indian Pueblo Kitchen and the store. We host that at the beginning and throughout the whole entire week, just so they can come here to experience the authenticity of the Pueblo culture here. And then, of course, they have the Gathering of Nations over there as well.
So with Pueblo culture, like a big part of what we do of our celebrations, our culture in general, is we have dances. And that's a big part of American Indian Week as well. So talk about what dance groups are going to be here and what time those dances are and just all the information people need for if they want to come check out the dances.
Yeah, so starting that Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, we will have dances starting at 11 a.m. and they will be until 4 p.m. But of course, our center is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we will have artists here set up in our courtyard. We will have, like I had mentioned, the store and the kitchen open as well. But when you come here to see the dances, we'll start the week off with the Pueblo dance group, who are from Laguna, Acoma, Hopi, and Zuni. They're such a great group, and we love having them here, so we're excited to have them start off our American Indian Week. And then that same day, we will have the Soaring Eagle dance group from Zuni Pueblo. The next day, we will have the wonderful Sky City Buffalo Ram dancers and another new group from Acoma. The 24th, we will have the Oak Canyon dance group from Jemez Pueblo, Kalestiwa dance group from Zuni Pueblo. Starting the 25th and 26th, we will have our Spring Arts Market, which we are super excited for. We had over 80 artists apply this year, so we had a very great turnout on how many artists applied this year, so it's very hard having to limit that due to our courtyard, but we will have about 60 artists for our market that range from jewelers, potters, and then mixed arts.
And it's not just Pueblo artists as well, right? It's like any sort of indigenous artist.
Indigenous artists, and then they're authentic. We make sure that they are involved in our daily artist program, so they go through the application process, and then those vendors are able to apply for this market. So super excited to have a wide range of individuals here from the Pueblos, but not only the Pueblos, the other indigenous communities.
So at the end of the week on Sunday, we're hosting a Gourd dance and round dance. And last year, it was really huge. Talk about the round dance this year.
Yeah, so last year was our first year hosting it. We were super excited for the turnout. There was tons of people. I mean, the parking lot was full. People everywhere, and just everyone enjoying themselves just after the Gathering of Nations. It was just somewhere to go the day after. So everyone is welcome. We are open 9 to 5 again. The Gourd and Round Dance will be starting at 12 o'clock and ending at 4. Again, like last year, we will have groups here. A few is Southern Boys, Mountain Cree, Black Eagle, and then we will have Fawn Wood here in Dallas. So we're super excited to have all of them here and able to share that Sunday with all of the visitors and of course all of our local communities too, just so we all experience a wonderful experience here at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center.
Yeah, I know last year, like, people were like lined up to get Fawn Wood's autograph, her picture, and then she sang a couple of songs, so that was really cool. She has a really amazing voice.
Oh my goodness, I know. Yeah, so the setup will pretty much be the same as last year. It is free for Pueblo members of New Mexico, and it is a $1 donation for anyone who is indigenous for that day as well.
So you had mentioned we're going to have theme days. Talk about the week and what themes are going on those different days.
Yeah, so on April 22nd and 23rd, we are open to having any groups or schools. For Student Day, those 2 days are designated for our students. We'll have activities for the kids. We'll have our docents telling them about our museum and about the 19 Pueblos and their history and culture. And our library staff and our volunteers will have story time those days as well. They'll also have things that align with Earth Day. And then on the 24th, we have Senior Day. So we invite all of the senior centers to come join us that day. We do have Isleta Head Start who will be here performing that day, and I know that everyone loves to watch the little kids dance, so I think that'll be wonderful.
Yeah, I think we had that last year too. We had an elderly group that came, and then we had the Isleta kids dancing, and it was cool, just the interaction of like the youth and then like the older generation, the elders, because the elders we hold in high regard, so that's awesome that they have their own day.
Yeah, it's nice to see the kiddos just enjoy themselves, and then of course the elderly love just to see how the culture is being taught to them at such a young age. And that's what I enjoy too, is like, I know a lot of the local Pueblo schools are able to teach them the language and the culture, so just having them here is just a little view of the dances that they're taught at the schools. So we'll have that. And then of course the 25th, 26th is our Spring Arts Market. And the 27th we will be having our Round Dance Sunday.
Cool. So that's a nice rundown of the week for American Indian Week. And we're also having concessions, right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yeah. So the Indian Pueblo Kitchen plans on having concessions outside in the courtyard. So when you're coming here, you'll be able to watch some dances, get some food, and then of course do some shopping. So you'll be able to get all of that done in just one place during that week. So we're super excited to be having this.
So don't spend too much of your money at Gathering of Nations.
Save your money.
Save some for Sunday.
Yeah, especially with all those people coming. And we do have the Indian Pueblo Kitchen, I think, to alleviate the line. That's why they're doing the concession stands too, is just so people aren't having to wait so long. So I think it's wonderful that we're able to have that in our courtyard as well those days.
Yeah, for sure. You got to get your fry bread. You got to get your stew. You got to get your Jemez enchiladas. And I know they're having popcorn balls, Rice Krispie treats, and some special themed cookies that we brought out for Valentine's Day that are very
cool.
native themed. You know, the native slogans of like Scoden and Studis and Be My Snag.
I love that. That's going to be so great.
Yeah, that was a big hit for Valentine's Day. They brought those out and like we were selling out like before like noon.
No, I know. And people were even calling about it just to ask. So I think a lot of that, we're going to have some good food, good people, and then overall just the culture throughout that whole week. It's going to be great.
Okay, so it sounds like it's going to be another exciting American Indian Week. I'm looking forward to it. This is one of our biggest weeks here at the center. And it's great because part of the mission of the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center is to share Pueblo culture, Pueblo dances, Pueblo languages, vendors and stuff. And so this is a great way to expose the center to people who might not know that we exist, that we have a museum, that we have galleries, that we have a shop, that we have a restaurant. And so I'm looking forward to all the people that are going to visit and just have a good time because it's a really good vibe throughout the whole week with all the food and vendors and everything. So I'm excited for American Indian Week.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have everyone here. So we hope you all can make it. It is museum admission to enter, free for Pueblo members, and $1 donation for our museum for anyone who is Indigenous. And parking, we have tons of parking. So we'll have signs up for anyone who is coming. We have an overflow parking lot across the street too. If you are coming and would like to walk around the campus, we do have great restaurants. We have a spa if anyone's looking for a massage. And then we have a lot of great things to do while you're here. So we encourage everyone to join us and hope you can make it for our 2025 American Indian Week.
And if people need more information, if they missed any of it, there's more information on our website as well, right?
Yes, correct. IndianPueblo.org. Or you can visit any of our social media outlets.
All right, great. Thank you, Monique, for your time.
Thank you for having me. Have a good day.
Thank you for listening to the Pueblo in Focus podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.